Seth MacFarlane is bringing some fatherly love to his first live-action TV series. The Family Guy and Ted creator serves as executive producer on the new sitcom Dads. It stars Giovanni Ribisi and Seth Green as two men whose lives are turned upside down when their fathers move in with them. The story is actually based on the real lives of MacFarlane's frequent collaborators, Alex Sulkin and Wellesley Wild, who serve as creators and head writers. This isn't just the first live-action TV show from MacFarlane and his team. Dads is also their first multi-camera sitcom, and MacFarlane was interested in doing new things with the old-school format.
We all love the multi-camera format. We all love All in the Family. And the goal was really to take that format and contemporize it and keep those things that are comfortable and inviting to an audience, but inject something new and something untried. I wanted to do a multi-camera because the shows that I love, the sitcoms that I love, and that really make me laugh, even if I'm sitting alone in my house on my couch watching television that can still get a laugh out of me, are all multi-camera sitcoms.
Dads is set to premiere on Tuesday, September 17th. Over on the big screen, MacFarlane, Wild, and Sulkin are working on a new comedy titled A Million Ways to Die in the West. They're also developing a sequel to Ted, but you'll have to wait until 2015 to see it. Now, if you can't wait to play Call of Duty Ghosts, Activision has released a surprise new game in the series. It's titled Call of Duty Strike Team and is available on iOS devices like the iPhone and iPad. Users can switch between the traditional first-person perspective and a new top-down mode for reconnaissance and coordinating your squad attacks. You can fully customize your squad's loadouts and abilities before heading into battle, strategically customizing their weapons, perks, and body armor. There's a single-player campaign and a survival mode. No multiplayer is included, but you can take on special challenges set up by other players online. Call of Duty Strike Team is only compatible with the iPhone 4S and above, along with the iPad 2 and above. You'll also need to have iOS 6 installed. We'll let you know if it finds its way to Android devices or other mobile platforms. Meanwhile, Call of Duty Ghosts will deploy on current-gen consoles along with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this November. And it looks like the PS4 and Xbox One may be backwards compatible after all. Neither console will support the discs of its predecessors, which means you won't be able to use all of those games sitting on your shelf. You also won't be able to transfer over your downloadable games from one console to the next, but there is hope. Sony and Microsoft have hinted that players might be able to stream games they've purchased on the PS3 and 360 using the new cloud gaming technology on the next-gen consoles. Both of them will have the ability to do this, but there's no word yet if Sony or Microsoft will actually allow it. We'll let you know if they make any new announcements. The PS4 hits stores on November 15th with the Xbox One arriving a week later. In next-gen gaming, there won't be any more MMA discrimination because the virtual octagon is open to everyone. Female fighters will appear in the upcoming game EA Sports UFC, making it the first in the franchise to include them. Ronda Rousey and Miesha Tate have already been announced, and more will be added to the roster closer to the game's release next year. Just like in real life, female fighters will not be able to take on their male counterparts. EA picked up the UFC license last year. And you haven't seen the last of Ronda Rousey. She recently joined the cast of two different movies, The Expendables 3 and Fast and Furious 7. Both of them will hit theaters next year. Over in the Magical Kingdom, it's not just Disney characters and environments in the new game Disney Infinity. New content based on the first-person shooter BioShock Infinite is coming to the toy/game hybrid. Players can take their favorite Disney characters and explore the floating city of Columbia, and then create their own challenges using items from the BioShock universe. Toy Columbia is included in a batch of new toy box levels, and the pack is free. More new toy boxes will be available soon. Apart from the word Infinite, it's unclear what exactly BioShock Infinite and Disney Infinity have in common. One is a violent shooter and the other is a kid-friendly sandbox game. We'll let you know if Disney makes any other surprising additions. Double Fine Productions has unveiled the voice cast for its new adventure game, and it looks like all that Kickstarter cash has paid off. The new game, titled Broken Age, was funded last year thanks to one of the most successful Kickstarter campaigns in history. One of the perks added, thanks to the extra money, is the use of voice actors instead of just on-screen text. Double Fine has hired a long list of talent, including Commander Shepard herself, Jennifer Hale, Star Wars The Clone Wars voice actor Nick Jameson, and even Jack Black. This isn't his first time working on a Double Fine game. He voiced the lead in Brutal Legend. Broken Age, complete with all the vocal talent, will launch early next year. If you thought there wouldn't be any more new games for the Xbox 360, developer Crytek has proven you wrong. The studio announced that its free-to-play PC shooter Warface will be released on the Xbox 360 early next year. This may come as a surprise given that the launch of the next-gen Xbox One is right around the corner, and Crytek hasn't said if the game will be released on the new console as well. Even though Warface is free to play, gamers will still need a paid Xbox Live Gold subscription in order to play.